Your file is open here. So let me close this. You know that I have kept all the materials in this E drive in my laptop. Okay, you are from 9, yes. Today I plan to teach you. I talked you yesterday what is development from unit 2 lesson 1. Yes, lesson 2.1 I talked you. Afterwards from lesson 2.1, which lesson is there in my this note, the 2.3. Okay, from 2.3 I'll teach you. Afterwards, I may teach you tomorrow 2.5. From lesson 2.5. Today I'll teach you from 2.3. Look here. Slide belongs to this lesson goes like this. Okay. Now let me enlarge the slide, okay, so that you can see easily. So welcome now formally in our Zoom class, right? Okay, Siddhika Karki also has arrived in our class. Welcome in our class, Siddhika. Good morning. Now we are starting our class as usual. Today I'm going to teach you from lesson 2.3. I have told you just a minute ago. Infrastructure of development. Topic goes like this: infrastructure of development. What is development? What are the ways of achieving true development, harmonious development, balanced development, or human development? Yesterday we have discussed widely. Okay, we have discussed widely. Today we will discuss on. We will try to analyze. We'll try to know what are the infrastructure of development. Or what required there to actually start development, to start the development activities. It means, Pravesh, are you present now? Pravesh, also I saw you.
Yes, sir.
Today you are a bit late, I think. Anyways, okay, look here. What is infrastructure? Okay, what is infrastructure? Before discussing on infrastructure of development, better to know what is infrastructure. This terminology, this word infrastructure, what does it mean? Okay, its meaning and definition I have brought over here in this slide. Look here. The basic physical and organizational structure, physical and organizational structure and facilities, which require to carry out different development activities for economic and social development are known as infrastructure. Look here, physical, like school building, that is physical structure, isn't it? Similarly, hydropower project, this is also physical structure, physical structure. Similarly, highway, physical structure, drinking water, physical structure, hospital, physical structure, internet, electricity. These are also physical structure on the one hand, and these all are on the other hand organizational structure as well. Because in order to run the school, in order to build the school building, the management committee work, that is organization. Similarly, to run the hydropower project, to build the hydropower project, there will be the management committee again. Okay, those work is organizational structure. I mean, those organization, those physical things, buildings, highways, and so many other things, which require to carry out, to start, to what to say, initiate any development activities, any development project, any development work in our place, in your place, city, anywhere, in any nation, is known as infrastructure. Simply keep in mind those basic physical and organizational structure and facilities which need to initiate the different development project and work is known as infrastructure. Okay, suppose in our library, suppose we wanna establish collectively one industry, one factory, huge factory, cement factory, suppose, where we want to establish that, suppose in Rajghat, okay, because that area has huge land, I mean, hundreds of thousands of bigger land. Suppose we have bought there thousands of bigger land to establish or actually build a cement factory. To reach there easily, okay, to reach there easily or to import and export the things, product, raw materials for our cement factory up to the Rajghat, you know, what the first of all require us? Definitely we require one highway require, one actually very strong highway require where a very huge vehicle can, you know, can be used time and again in order to import the materials and export the product cement from our that newly established cement factory. Similarly, we require their drinking water too, isn't it? Nearby drinking water project too. I mean, drinking water also required that. Besides that, electricity also required to operate that, to run that hydropower project, sorry, cement factory. Similarly, so many other things required to run that cement factory, which we are going to build there in Rajghat. Okay. Therefore, before starting any development work, if whatever required there, it is known as infrastructure. Yes. Now let's go to the next slide. Look here. One of the there are many infrastructure. There are many and several infrastructure of development in our nation, in every nation, all over the world. Okay. When we talk about development, you might know. I think you have not forgotten that development is positive change, and those positive things should occur in different actually sector. One of the sector where should occur the positive change is education. If there occur many positive changes in education sector, it means what? The education sector has developed, isn't it? Therefore, education is one of the very much important infrastructure of development. When we talk about development, we can ignore the education sector. Similarly, when we talk about the development, when we talk about the what to say, when we talk about the positive change, we shouldn't forget the education, drinking water, you know, similarly transportation, communication. These all are infrastructure of development. Even drinking water, energy, uh, these all are infrastructure of development. Okay, let's concentrate our mind on education only now. Education is one of the important and influential infrastructure of development. Look here, what is education then? If it is very much important, one of the very much important and influential infrastructure of development, then how can we define it? How can we know that? How can we define the education? How can we know education? Okay, education, you know that everybody can define it. Since your childhood, from your junior classes, you have been reading the definition of education. Look here, process of gaining knowledge. In short, I have brought it, okay, to revise and remind you only. Process of gaining knowledge, process of developing skill, you know, process of developing capacity in us, in you, okay, in people. Process of gaining knowledge, new ideas, and developing skill capacity in people is known as education. If there is one process is going on, one work is going on, which it provide us new knowledge, new ideas, you know, and develop your skill, develop your capacity, it is knowledge education. At present, right now, okay, what is happening here? Here is also happening one teaching learning activity, virtually, isn't it? You are listening me, you are taking my virtual class, okay, and you are gaining the knowledge on education. I mean, you are gaining the knowledge on social studies, okay. Right now, you are trying to know what is education. Therefore, education is process of gaining knowledge. Okay, now this is the one of the very much influential infrastructure of development. I have told you already. Therefore, it has many importance. Education sector, I mean, education has so many advantages. Now, first advantages of actually education is if people get education, acquire education, and become educated one. Such educated people are, you know that, are actually produced to utilize resources, or such highly educated people can utilize the resources like river by making hydropower project, river, by making canal to irrigate the farmers' field. And in many ways, that educated people can utilize the natural resources like river, forest, minerals, and so on. Similarly, education makes people conscious and productive. Who are getting education, who are gaining education from school, college formally, and by just visiting the different social medias, by using the different social medias informally, what people have been doing, they are developing their consciousness. Yes, and they are trying to be creative and productive. Actually, education makes us conscious and productive on everything. If we are educated, we can do some creative work there. A creative one. It makes us creative one, productive one. In near future, will be also capable. You will be also capable over there, and you might also start to work as a teacher, professor, engineer, doctor, nurse in near future. Yes, if you start to work as a doctor, engineer, nurse in the near future, it means what you will be doing their productive work, creative work, and you'll be the one of the highly skilled manpower over there, and you will be the conscious one as well. And why you have become the highly skilled manpower there? Why you have become the productive one there? Because of education. Because education is light of life, you might know, makes rapid progress. Another importance of education is it makes rapid progress, because whichever nation has a high literacy rate, yes, higher literacy rate than ours country. Those country are categorized into developed country, such as China, Japan, USA, UK. Those are developed country because of education, because in those nations, in those nations, most of the people have gained the knowledge, quality education from university, college, because of the high literacy of those nations have done already rapid progress there. Already rapid progress there. Those countries have reached in a climax of development. Therefore, education only make possible rapid progress. It's smooth development. Helps to live happy life. Those who are highly educated one or educated one, they have been they have been actually, or they are doing job in different sector. They might have involved in education sector, health sector, as a doctor, nurse, HA, in education sector as a teacher, in other sector in a different post. They might be doing work. People have been doing work there. Okay, if they do a job, if they can actually do hard work in any sector, definitely they earn some amount of money. And finally, money give them happiness. They can solve their many problem of their family members. Especially who is educated one can live happy life in near future too. Therefore, if you want to live happy life in near future, you should also concentrate your mind on education. To gain education these days, it is your high time to gain knowledge. Produces manpower needed for the all sector. This is the such a infrastructure of a development. You know that education, education is the such a infrastructure of development which produces and prepare manpower required for every sector. Yes, for health sector, doctor, nurse, for construction sector, engineer, and so on. For political field leaders and so on. For actually business and industry sector, businessman and industrialist. For every sector, whoever are working, definitely they have gained education from different colleges and universities, and those who are highly educated, one doing well in those sector as well. Okay. This much only I want to say regarding the importance of education. I have explained. Okay, look here. This picture belongs to education. Look like school kids. You were also like these few years back, isn't it? All of you were like this a few years back. Kids might be actually doing prayer, morning prayer in the evening. Sorry, morning or evening, we can say. Okay, morning or evening. Okay. This picture belongs to education. Education starts from our childhood, you might know, from our babyhood and childhood, and it actually keep on going until our death, till our death, till our death, education will be going on as a socialization process, or formally, informally, we will be gaining knowledge. Till now also, although I am your teacher, I've been also still gaining new knowledge, learning new things, because this world is dynamic one. Everything is changing rapidly, that. Therefore, I have to update myself in everything. Look here, students of college, students of college. Many girls are over here in this picture. They are also gaining knowledge. Only education may make them able in near future. If they stop studying, if they give up their studies, they won't be, that professional woman in near future. They just to be their housewife only in there. Because if they do not study well, if they do not do hard work in their college life, isn't it? Therefore, they might be doing the hard work there. Yes. Okay, some problem in my throat. Sorry for that. Look here, another picture belong to education is Tribhuvan University. From this actually Tribhuvan University, even I, achieve my degree. Yes, Tribhuvan University. One actually college is there in Biratnagar, degree campus. You might know, you might have heard. Okay, from that college, I completed my MA, and that college degree campus is affiliated with this Tribhuvan University. This Tribhuvan University lies in Kathmandu Valley. This the university have given affiliation to so many colleges of Nepal, all over the Nepal. Even Urlabari campus, where I where I completed my 11 and 12, is also affiliated with this Tribhuvan University. Okay, now let's go to the next topic belong to this education. Look, education in Nepal. Definitely, education is one of the very influential and important infrastructure of development. Although it is important one, very much influential one infrastructure of development, this is also in this sector also we find so many problems existing at this time, at present. Look here, first problem existing in this education sector is that education sector is very poor in Nepal. This education sector of Nepal is very poor. As we compare, education literacy rate of Nepal with other developing countries or already developed countries, definitely our nation's education sector looks very much poor in this regard. Yes, look here. Dharawar High School was established in 1910 years there. It was the first actually school of Nepal. There were just 321 schools and colleges in 2007 BS. Yes. When in 2007 BS, there were counted the school and colleges of Nepal. There were just 321 schools and colleges. In 2016, when actually there was again done research, when there were counted all schools and colleges, there were 34,782 schools and colleges were there. Yes, number of school and college had increased. Okay, number of school is quite insufficient. Still, there are although there are found so many school and colleges in city area, urban area, but in remote areas, still there are lacking the college and school, especially primary school are available there, established over there, but college, university aren't available there. Technical college are lacking everywhere. Technical education is highly limited in Nepal. Hatisar campus in Dharan, one of the college which provide technical education. In Damak also, one of the college, one or two college, private college have been established to provide technical education. I mean to say that there is a limitation. There are established very few technical colleges in Nepal. These all give us idea that there is very poor condition of education sector in Nepal. Look here, general people are not aware of value of education till now. Still, that general public, general people, especially people of backward communities, ethnic communities, still ethnic communities, backward communities, disadvantaged one, scheduled classes, people, very much poor people, they do not give importance to education. It means there is still, they are not aware of value of education still, isn't it? Poor people cannot afford good education. This is the one of the another fact. Okay, poor people of Nepal can afford good education, quality education. They can study in good school, college, university. This is the another problem of education sector. Now, how can we solve this all problem? Look here. Let's go to the next slide. A bit lengthy lesson. Okay. Oh, before that, let me again actually solution can be actually described by taking the help of this problem too. Okay, what should be done there in order to solve the problem prevailing in education sector? There should be established sufficient number of technical school, college, and university. Okay, one of the solutions. Next, there should be established a large number of school and college, sufficient number of school and college, even in remote areas, remote villages, hilly and Himalayan region too, not only in Kathmandu Valley, Viratnagar, only in developed cities of Tarai region, okay, and capital city. Similarly, there should be run the awareness program regarding the importance of education in life by visiting the poor villages of poor people, ethnic communities, backward communities, untouchable communities, and so on. Okay. And poor people government has to provide the scholarship facility to the poor people who can offer the good education from the good university. This can be the some solution. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, health. This is also one of the one of the another sector, very important sector of development. Okay, without developing health sector, we can imagine the complete development, harmonious development in particular nation. Okay. Look here, health. Now, what is health? First of all, let's try to define it. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely an absence of disease or infinity. Health means what? Health means generally, what do we think? Health means not to have any diseases in our any organ of our body. But if you are thinking like that, if I define health in this way, I'm completely wrong. Okay, I'm completely wrong. Health means that such a situation, such a state of a body, such a state of a such a state. Health is such a state which where that what should we find? There should be physical, mental, and social well-being should be very much good, very much effective. I mean, to be healthy, we should be physically also fit and fine. Mentally also, we should be sound. And socially also, we should be appreciable. People of society should like us, appreciate us. Yes, we shouldn't be in any depression, any mental torture. There shouldn't be any mental torture. And we shouldn't have any diseases and so on. If such a state is there in us, then we are healthy people. Okay. Now let's go to the importance of health. Definitely, you might know, you know, all of you know that importance of health. You have read before also regarding this. Look here, there are many benefits of health. There are many actually advantages of health, development of health. Okay, one of the what to say profit or benefit of health is good health is necessary for our happy life. If we want to lead a happy life, if we want to live a happy life, yes, prosperous life, yes, if we want to maintain high living standard, yes, we should be our health should be completely fit and fine. Then only we can be happy. Therefore, for our happy life, health is required. Similarly, healthy manpower need for running every sector, for communication, health, education, tourism, industry and factory, trade and business. In these all sector, healthy manpower only can work efficiently. Therefore, health is necessary. Only health sector can produce healthy manpower. I mean, health sector can improve the people's health. If we are attacked with any diseases, yes, if we fall sick, we actually immediately visit the doctor. Yes, either Godavari Hospital or Madan Bhandari Trauma Center, Mangalbai, for treatment purpose, isn't it? Therefore, health sector provides us such facility, treatment facility, and we can improve our health. And natural resources remain unused. Natural resources remain unused. Here, I think this actually point is, I have written wrongly. I mean here, I mean to say that Natural resources like river, forest, minerals, whatever are available there in a nation, in a particular district, a particular municipality can be utilized nicely by healthy manpower. Unhealthy man who is having medicine for many years of pressure, suppose asthma, and so on, they can do have like us. Development can be possible without healthy people. Yes, suppose 99% of Nepal actually have different kind of diseases. If they can do any job, any work, if they can do any hard work, how Nepal can be run? How different sector of Nepal can be run smoothly and efficiently? You can imagine it. Similarly, science and technology can be developed without a healthy manpower. Science and technology can be developed well, can be developed nicely and efficiently. This actually Zoom application, YouTube, Facebook, whatever actually software has been developed there, those have been developed by definitely healthy manpower, a healthy scientist, healthy software engineer, that, and we have been using them in our daily life these days. Similarly, so many other developmental activities which has taken place there. Whatever machine and technology have been developed over there for different sectors have been also developed by, manufactured by, invented by healthy manpower. Therefore, health is very much important in our life. Okay, this is the one of the picture, one of the figure belong to Bir Hospital lies in Kathmandu Valley. Okay, this is one of the government one hospital of Nepal. It provides so many health facilities to us. Okay, look at this picture also belong to the health. One of the man I think have come for follow up, and doctor is checking his health condition. You know, look at status of health in Nepal now. How is the status of health in Nepal? Okay, look here. Condition of health. It means either it is in poor condition or it is in developed condition. Either all Nepalese are very much healthy one, or their actually health is deteriorating day by day, or they have a very bad health. Okay, let's check it. Let's analyze this point. Many children are still malnourished in Nepal. Still in our Nepal, especially in hilly and Himalayan region, and people from the poor families, backward communities, they are not able to provide the nutritious food to their children. Therefore, their children are malnourished. Epidemic like, Mahamari it is called in Nepali, and endemic like disease found in certain area are common in Nepal. Yes, this epidemic and endemic are frequently, time and again, occur in different parts of Nepal. Yes, it is not under control. Similarly, cities are highly polluted there. Kathmandu Valley once, regarding pollution, it was in actually, it was in very bad condition. Even Pokhara, even Biratnagar city was highly polluted, isn't it? Every cities are highly polluted in Nepal. It means what? Health condition, health sector of Nepal isn't developed well. Doctors hesitate to work in a remote areas, remote villages. They do not want to work in a hospital or actually primary hospital established in hilly and Himalayan region. They want to work in a very huge hospital established in Biratnagar, Dharan, Kathmandu, Pokhara, isn't it? They are city oriented. Hospital are city oriented on the other hand. You know that hospital are city oriented, and in those hospital, huge hospital, expensive hospital doctor want to work so that they can earn also huge amount of money. Health service of private hospital are too expensive. If we visit Godavari Hospital or Aranika Hospital in our Urlabari, it is more expensive than to visit the Madan Bhandari Trauma Center, Mangalbari Hospital, isn't it? Because Mangalbari Hospital is government one hospital, Godavari and rest hospital are private hospital, isn't it? Therefore, from private hospital, if we take the health service, it is to some extent expensive one. This is the one of the status of health. Similarly, health service of government hospital are not so reliable. If you go the Madan Bhandari Trauma Center, most of the people they are grumble while standing in line to actually take the receipt and so on, or for checking their health with the doctor, they grumble over there. They just criticize the performance of the workers, the health workers there in a Madan Bhandari Trauma Center. That means people still do not believe, have not developed belief on the health worker, doctors, nurses of the government hospital. It is the one of the very bad status of health sector of Nepal. Okay. Okay. How can we solve these all problem? How Nepal government can solve these all problem? We have less than 1 minute. Therefore, I'll try to complete it within a few minutes. Okay, few seconds. Look here. First of all, what should be done there? This epidemic should be controlled by Nepal government by launching the very strong program for health sector. Similarly, cities area should be there should be run the sanitation program. Yes, industries factories. How can industries factories should discourage to produce the smoke? You know. Similarly, doctors should be compelled to work in a hilly and Himalayan region where are also established few number of hospital, primary hospital, isn't it? Similarly, uh, now government if give the license to establish new hospital, shouldn't give license to establish new hospital in city area. Those should be established in uh, remote villages.